If you've been searching for the best things to do in New Braunfels, Texas in 2026, you just found the right video. Because New Braunfels isn't just one of the fastest growing cities in Texas. It's one of the most livable cities in the entire state. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why. From floating one of the shortest and most fun rivers in the world, to legendary Texas dance halls, authentic German food festivals, world-class water parks, and a downtown scene that makes people say, I could absolutely see myself living here. Stick around to the end because I'm saving the most unique local tradition in New Braunfels for last. And it's not what you think. I'm Julio with Live in New Braunfels, Texas. On this channel, I cover everything you need to know about relocating to New Braunfels, Texas. Neighborhoods, new construction, cost of living, commute times, and of course, the lifestyle that's drawing thousands of people here every year. If you're thinking about moving to New Braunfels, San Antonio, or anywhere along the I-35 corridor, make sure you subscribe because my goal is simple. Help you make the right move the first time. I also have a relocation guide about moving to New Braunfels. I leave the link in the description below. Now let's talk about the best things to do in New Braunfels in 2026. What is Comal River tubing in New Braunfels like? The Comal River is consistently ranked as one of the top tubing destinations in all of Texas. And once you've been here on a hot summer Saturday, you'll understand exactly why. The Comal is one of the shortest rivers in the world, at just under 3 miles. But what it lacks in length, it more than makes up for in experience. The water holds a consistent 70 to 72 degrees year-round, fed by natural springs, which means it feels absolutely perfect from May through September, when temperatures are outside are pushing triple digits. You'll see families floating with coolers, friend groups laughing and drifting, music playing from down somewhere downstream, people grilling at riverside parks. It genuinely feels like a vacation every single weekend. And here's what I'll tell every relocation buyer I work with. You are not just buying a house in New Braunfels. You are buying access to a lifestyle that people in Austin and San Antonio drive hours to experience. In 2026, the city of New Braunfels continues investing in river access, park infrastructure, and water quality because demand keeps growing. That's good for residents and it's good for property values. What is Gruene Hall and why is it famous? If you move to New Braunfels, one name you're going to hear constantly is Green Historic District. Pronounced Green. Gruene Hall is the oldest continually operating dance hall in the state of Texas, established in 1878. And unlike a lot of historic venues that feel overly commercialized or touristy, Gruene Hall still feels completely authentic. You walk in and you get original wood floors, a simple stage, open-air walls, and live music almost every single night of the week. Artists like George Strait and Willie Nelson have performed here, and local Texas acts play here regularly. But it's not just the dance hall. The entire Green Historic District surrounding it is one of the most charming areas in Central Texas. Boutique shopping, wine tasting rooms, farm-to-table restaurants such as Birdhouse, Gristmill River Restaurant, and the Green River Grill. And, of course, riverfront views. I'll be honest, when I bring relocation buyers from California, Colorado, or Florida to Green for the first time, something shifts. They see the Texas they imagined. Is Schlitterbahn in New Braunfels worth visiting in 2026? And the short answer is absolutely, especially if you're a family. Schlitterbahn Water Park in New Braunfels has been consistently ranked one of the best water parks in the United States for decades. Once family owned, but now part of Six Flags. And what separates it from other parks is that it partially uses natural rivered water, which gives it a unique Texas feel you won't find anywhere else. You've got a lazy river, tube chutes, water coasters, family splash areas, and massive slides. Here's something people don't expect. Locals go all the time. It's not just a tourist destination. Families with season passes treat it like their backyard pool, just a much bigger and more exciting backyard. And from a real estate perspective, here's what I want you to hear. Tourism drives the infrastructure, and the infrastructure drives desirability. Desirability drives home values, and New Braunfels sits between two of the fastest growing metros in the country, Austin and San Antonio. And amenities like Schlitterbahn are part of why the city continues attracting buyers at every price point. What is there to do in downtown New Braunfels? Downtown New Braunfels is where the city's German heritage really comes to life, and it's one of my favorite areas to bring anyone who's seriously considering a move here. Historic limestone buildings, locally owned restaurants, live music on weekends and most weekdays, and a sense of community you just don't find in bigger Texas cities. One anchor of the downtown experience is Krause's Cafe, and this place is worth calling out specifically. It's a massive outdoor venue. Think big beer garden atmosphere, covered pavilions, live music most nights, cold drinks, and German-inspired foods. Kids running around, families at long tables. It's one of those places where 2 hours turns into 5 without anyone noticing. And it's a family-friendly, which matters enormously for the relocation buyers I work with. Does New Braunfels have a good nightlife scene? Absolutely. And this surprises people who assume it purely because it's a small town or perceived as a small town. One of the most well-known nightlife spots locals go to is the newer Cowboys and Cadillacs. Country music, live bands on weekends, a younger crowd, and a Texas atmosphere that's hard to replicate anywhere else. This city hits a balance that's genuinely difficult to find anywhere in Texas right now. It's not so small that there's nothing to do, and it's not so large that every weekend feels like a logistic nightmare. A growing number of buyers in 2026 are coming directly from Austin, not because Austin isn't a great place, but because New Braunfels offers comparable lifestyle amenities at a significantly lower cost of living, and without the traffic and density. What is Through the Chute in New Braunfels? Held each spring, typically in April, Through the Chute is one of the most genuinely fun community events you'll find anywhere in Central Texas. And the highlighting attraction? The cardboard boat race. Contestants, local businesses, families, community groups, and total strangers build boats entirely out of cardboard and race them down the river chute. Some boats are surprisingly well engineered. Some sink in 15 seconds. Both outcomes are equally entertaining. You'll see people in elaborate costumes, local businesses competing for bragging rights, kids on the banks screaming for their favorite team. The whole downtown river corridor comes alive. And here's why I always bring this up when talking about New Braunfels events. Events like this are not incidental. They are the reason people stay. When you buy a home in New Braunfels, you're not just buying square footage. You're joining a city that has retained a sense of community, identity, even while growing rapidly. And that is rare. And it's one of the most important long-term factors in where people choose to put down roots. What is Wurstfest and when does it happen in New Braunfels? Wurstfest takes place every November in New Braunfels, and it is, without question, one of the most distinctive cultural events in all of Texas. Think a massive outdoor German celebration running about 10 days, drawing tens of thousands of visitors from across the state and beyond. Traditional German food, cold beer, live polka bands, cultural performances, costumes, and atmosphere you genuinely cannot find anywhere else in Texas. And this isn't a modern event that was invented for tourism. New Braunfels was founded by German settlers in the 1840s. Wurstfest is in direct expression of that history. It's part of the city's identity. So here's what I want you to take away from this video. New Braunfels, Texas in 2026 is not just one of the best places to visit in Central Texas. It is one of the best places to live. The rivers, the music, the German culture, the food, the events, the community, all of it adds up to something that's genuinely hard to find anywhere else. A city that has real lifestyle, real character, and long-term value. Whether you're visiting for the first time or you're seriously weighing in a move here from Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, or out of state entirely, I want to be the person who helps you figure out if New Braunfels is the right fit for you. I've helped families relocate here. I know the neighborhoods, the builders, the commute realities, the property tax landscape, and where the best values are in this market right now. Reach out to me directly, call me or text me, and if you want a head start, I have a free New Braunfels relocation guide that covers neighborhoods. I'll drop the link in the description below. If this video was helpful, please hit the like button. It helps more people find this content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.